grabbing a ball. But then, after making a mistake, got on the ground to keep it alive, and Dylan was aware and hustled over the sideline before it got out of bounds. And it was one where we made a stop, and we scored going the other way. So it was a huge, huge possession.
It was great. It was like punch, counter punch the whole game. I thought both teams.
Oh,
You couldn't put them away, and they didn't keep. Brother, you kept answering, and they would keep coming, and it was this pretty much a classic game.
they are so good and so well coached. I mean, they do a great job. When they need a bucket, they know exactly what to run and what they where they want to get the ball, and do a good job of executing it. And I thought we got our hands on a lot of basketballs. I thought we did a pretty good job on rotations and finishing plays. Good teams like that are gonna make shots. But I thought we did a pretty good job into forcing them the kind of shots that we wanted to make. I mean, Akeem G. Williams, some of those drives that he made in the first half, even going away from the basket, one, it looked like it didn't even hit above the rim, but the spin on it rolls up, over, and in. Daly has a career game, and I think there was, I can think of a couple, whether it was Charlie or PJ. I mean, Charlie comes in late, doesn't play the whole game, and gets put on Devin Daly, and Daly hits a big three, but there's no more Charlie could have done to defend that three, and same thing with PJ. So it feels good to have a guy like that have a 49-point game, darn near break a record that was already set with 52 in the. But you're right, there was a lot of punch, counter punch, and Reese, especially in the first half, but even in the second half, was able to answer. Mano, when the game was on the balance, when Reese came out, comes in and hits two baseline jumpers on Williams that were huge to keep the momentum and get it going when they made a run. So a lot of big buckets and big free throws down the stretch.
Jermaine, how about that game tying shot? It hit in your face, but you knew what you had to do, and it looked good stroke on that. Can you just talk about the shot and the play leading up to it?
Well, we called double wing curl. We kind of messed it up, didn't really get it right, but I was able to push Matt a little bit into my man and get a little bit of space. And Coach Mark always tells me 1 for 1, and that's all I think when I shoot, just the next shot. I go 1 for 1, exactly.
So it was run for you.
Yeah.
The spacing just wasn't quite right.
Yeah, a little bit of a breakdown, but yeah, I was able to get a pretty good look.
The guys did a good job on that of keeping their composure, and I think Dylan was even out of place, but found a way, whether it was Jermaine, found a way to get in the way, and it actually caused more confusion because of our spacing, and then Jermaine had the presence of mind, like he said, to grab Matt a little bit and get in the way and get enough space, and he didn't mess around with it. He caught it and shot it, which he's pretty good at.
Yeah, we had some big shots, some big free throws, as did Mo the whole game, and great. I mean, the crowd wasn't that great at the beginning of the evening, but at the end they were pretty vocal. And that was just a fun Monday night, wasn't it? I mean, a different night you normally play. It's a little, you wonder if people would come out. So that was a good atmosphere. Talk about the atmosphere and how much fun it was to play with.
It was great. I forgot it was Monday night, honestly. It feels like a Saturday or Thursday, but the crowd, they got us going. And, I mean, when we play well and they get behind us, we just go, and we're hard to stop. So that was really fun.
Coaches challenged you guys a little bit, I'm sure, this week. It's just like just a breath of fresh air, because I know it's been tough this week.
Very.
Around the team.
I mean, a lot of guys were, head down, and just coach keeps telling us it's a little bit of adversity, and then it's just how you handle it. He put a Malcolm X quote on the board that just talked about fighting back from heartbreaks, fighting back from losses, and felt like we came out tonight and we fought, and that was the biggest difference.
Saginaw Valley and Lake State apparently bring out the best of you guys. I think just sustain that.
Yeah.
Just with that, is that,
Yeah.
That's the key, isn't it? Just doesn't matter the opponent is.
Exactly. Just if we come out with that energy, come out with that passion, we'll be fine, regardless of who it is.
Execute. I thought, again, defensively, I mean, one of the things Mano and I talked about is, because when he's locked in defensively, he's really good. And what did I tell you before the game? What are you going to do when your man passes the ball?
Jump to the ball. Yeah.
and getting space. And he got his hands on a couple balls, even if we didn't come up with steals, that disrupted what they were doing just by being active and in the gap. And it was shorter closeouts to still be able to challenge some shots. But I'd say, you know what's really fun, and I've talked about it a couple times, and I mean this sincerely, is the fun that our student section is having, the things that they are doing and the fun that they're creating makes all the difference. And we've talked about the last, few home games that we've lost, and one in particular we didn't even really compete in as a team, and we're disappointed in. They kept going, and that means a lot. It's not just when we're in the lead. They've done a lot of things when we've been behind or haven't gotten a win, and that means a lot. It makes it fun for everybody that's at the game and gets people going. And I know these guys appreciate it too. It brings energy and helps with the energy.
Tonight, didn't it? They've come back. They've kept coming back. Good for them.
Yeah.
Real quick, just a thought on, Mo's getting 41. Travis was saying it's an arena record for Northwood. I'm like, in all these years, nobody's. He's like, no, 39 was the previous high. Record or not, that's a great performance.
It was a great
He
performance.
looked like extra fired up in first. I think it was like a personal challenge.
Well, I'm telling you right now, he didn't just tweak his ankle. He sprained his ankle. And, when he came to me and said that, he was able to go, it's hard to tell a kid like that that's saying, I want to go, no, you're not going in.
You know, in the second half there.
Yeah, after he got hurt, coming back in, and he battled big time, and he comes up with the last rebound. When that's one of the things we talked about, is that they could try to miss that with 3.3 or 3.8 seconds left, that they could intentionally miss it. So we've got a smaller lineup in, so we had to have two guys that were still looking to clean up the ball instead of a normal blockout situation and just keep them from shoving us under. And and Reese came from blocking out the shooter all the way across to get the ball, which was big because obviously we had to wrap that up.
And after he missed the 2 free throws late, hit a ton of them in overtime.
Right. He got that back.